Hey everybody, this is Shannon with Bonaventure Cemetery Journeys and Bonaventure Cemetery. And I'm out here in the younger section of Bonaventure called Greenwich Cemetery, which also is filled with some lovely, lovely art and other monuments. And I'm always asked about the Midnight and the Garden of Good and Evil characters, and where Jim Williams is buried, and some of those, Luther Driggers, Joe Odom, and really some are buried out here, and others are buried in their cemeteries from where they were, or where they were born or from. But here we have the grave of Danny Hansford, who was the employee and we'll just say boyfriend of Jim Williams, or at the very least, part of that pretty handsome set of fashionable young men that kind of hung out with Jim Williams. And this is ultimately the grave of Jim Williams' murder victim, Danny Hansford, although acquitted of murder, and so Jim Williams deemed to have defended himself in self-defense. But he died at 21 years of age in 1981, basically, and his grave has the whole kind of James Dean effect. Always signs of people coming out here and leaving liquor bottles and beer cans and just kind of other emblems of strange, I guess, rebel affection, or, emblems of a wild youth. And according to the family of Danny Hansford, he was a very gifted artisan. Some of the characters that I knew, like Barry Thomas, who in the novel is described as running the antique shop for Jim Williams, and as well, giving Jackie O the tour in the book. But Barry Thomas and I were good friends, and he remarked that, what really was not known about Danny was that he was not just this young, sexy, wild rebel, but that he was a very sweet person, and he was also very talented. It was known that if you brought in like a broken musical instrument that had been really damaged, that Danny could take it from splinters and put it back together again. And he was like a lot of the young, handsome guys around Jim Williams' Mercer House operation. I mean, Jim basically took them in and taught them certain things, and just helped them discover maybe their gift or part of their purpose in life. So yeah, the movie and the book kind of fictionalizing some aspects, but yes, in the end, things go sour between Jim Williams and Danny, and ultimately Danny loses his life. But he sure is buried in a beautiful part of the cemetery here in Greenwich, and just wanted to show everyone his grave. And if you have any questions about it, or ever want to see it, well, hey, come on out and take one of my tours here with Bonaventure Cemetery Journeys. Thanks for watching.